Hello everyone, Jking here. As you may already know, we just launched the Topdeckers Patreon. By becoming channel patrons, you will gain benefits such as voting on future content, playing our streamers live, and even having one of your decks featured in our videos. Whether you become a captain, general, or field marshal, we will be very grateful for your contribution and use all proceeds to keep creating new and exciting content for everyone. Now, enjoy the video.
Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and this is the Cards Topdeckers channel. I'm very grateful to be being featured here, and today I'm going to be playing from rank 6 up to Field Marshal, and you will be getting to see some of the highlights. And the deck I've decided to climb with to Field Marshal this month is this Japan-German aggro deck. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, Japan-German aggro? Like, come on, we've been over this. However, with Feigned Retreat gone and a couple new interesting cards put in, this is a pretty spicy version of Japan-German aggro. This is absolutely not what I think is the best version of the deck. This is absolutely not something I would bring to tournament without further refinement, but I think it's pretty fun, and it's fast. So essentially, you have the Jaggro staples, you have expansion as the new card draw, but you have Matsumoto, you have Yamoto, and the Elephant Boys. So you got that destruction going on with the 4 Mitos, 4 Akitas. And this is pretty traditional, just burn strategy with the new destruction synergies. But then where you get spicy is you have 2 Kagashimas to stop healing, and you have 2 Encirclements, which have very great synergy with Kagashima, but also with Mito Regiment. And if we're really lucky with Matsumoto, we can theoretically get 4 Matsumotos on the board if the stars align. And yeah, that is the deck, and here are the games. Alright, game 1 against US. Now, we don't actually have a ton of one-cost infantries in the deck, so I think I'm just going to mulligan. I think I may just full mulligan here. Okay, we do get a one-cost infantry, but I mean, there's a decent number of plays in this deck that 35T on 2 is not too necessary. Is this guy AFK, or is he just really thinking through what he wants in that opening hand? I mean, the clock should start to be running out on him. Maybe he just got disconnected. Oh, now we have to wait through this clock as well. Oh, please just surrender. Okay then. Off to a solid start. Get our first win of the day and first star on our way to Field Marshal. Alright, we got a Japan mirror, and I'm just gonna full keep this hand. I mean, this essentially guarantees me the ability to draw on turn 2. 24th Cavalry is just an incredibly powerful card, and the less cards I mulligan while keeping this in opening hand, the better. I mean, very much gone are the days where you can just assume Japan is gonna be Jaggro. I mean, this guy does seem to be Jaggro, but there is so many Japan controls floating around. Let's see what variety of Jaggro this guy is. Okay, so he's doing some very traditional stuff right here. He also has the double cavalry. Interesting. I mean, Kagashima is actually really, really good. Because if I can get this to the front line, now obviously he's drawn a card. It could be like Bombing Raid or something. But getting Kago to the front line opens up a lot of possibilities, and with 24th Cavalry Riding Brigade here, this seems like a pretty good possibility. I could just do Raiden Brigade trade. I think I'm fine taking a bit of damage in exchange for getting Kagoshima to the front line. Now, we could also take this out in a couple different ways. Like, if he has another 2 attack blitz plus a Type 93 Sendai. Now, I think I'm just going to Sendai the Signal Regiment. I'm probably not going to be ending the game quickly, and with an order in hand, there's a decent possibility if I get Kagoshima back, he just, like, Raiding Brigades it. I mean, there's no way you push up Sendai. I have 24th Cavalry. I think I might just go for the Akita, Matsumoto Akita. I could try to go for an expansion draw here. This is also, like, not a half bad Shinano. Honestly, I might go for the Shinano here. Wow, okay, so I can do a 7 damage Shinano. That should not kill the Sendai, but it should get rid of these 2 things. Really want to just do Matsumoto Akita though. Although, I think I'll actually go for the 24th Cavalry rather than the Akita, just to get it out of my deck. Here, it's possible he's running expansions as well, because there's no feint retreats. It's possible that Yurado drew into an expansion, which he now draws off with Type 94. But I mean, I probably wasn't holding him into the support line for the rest of this game anyways, so I might as well go for the Matsumoto. And Matsumoto is essentially just like a big signal regiment in this matchup. Alright, time to release the Shinano. And I think it's... He doesn't have desperate measures anymore, because rotation. So I'm not going to push this up into like a bombing raid. He could Shinano of his own. Bombing raid face to take out Matsumoto. Interesting. It's very tragic we didn't kill these Sendai. If we had killed the Sendai, we'd be such a crazy position right now. We'd literally just push up Kagoshima, encirclement, win the game. Let's start with expansion. That's a pretty good card to see. And get him in the face. Okay, well this is just lethal. So if he does something like Shiden go face, which would seem like a pretty natural move for him in this position. Okay, so he's going to unit spam, so he might pin Kagoshima and then... Okay, so he's just clearing the board. Pins Kagoshima. Now the question is, do I want to do encirclement or not? I think I'm going to move up Akita. And then not play this just because Shinano. So this way, my idea is if he draws a blitz thing to hit into Akita or Mido, it does damage either way, and then I can push up encirclement for the win next turn. Whereas if I did like Mido encirclement attack face, and he plays like Shite and attack phase, I could lose there. Alright, we got a German player. I'm tempted to mulligan like this. There's a pretty decent chance we get back another 24th Cavalry, but if we do, it's not the end of the world. I could mulligan like this and just ignore it. Maybe I do just ignore 24th Cavalries. I mean, we have so many Blitz stuff in our deck that fills a similar role. Maybe it's just better to not risk the chance of having it removed. I think I'm gonna start with an Akita. Now, obviously, I could do Akita push up next turn if I did 22nd and he killed it. However, if he kills Akita, I'd probably just play Dina. Okay, getting the 22nd draw off early against Germany. Ooh, this is going to be a very rough matchup if he's running the 7th Alpini, the 4/7 guard that heals, because I do not have Sendais in this deck and I don't have Type 94s in this deck. Oh, that's sad. Now, I could just do second Type 93 attack this, and there's a 50% chance it dies. I don't think I'm too worried about him. The trade in, though. With Mare Nostrum gone. Yagged. Okay, so this is 1, 4, 5. I could throw in an expansion. I draw to 9. Then go no, because then he overdraws me with that. Oh, does he actually? Because I draw to 9, but then I go down to 7, draw to 8. He hits this, I go up to 9. He could overdraw me. I think I do this and attack. Okay, we got the kill on it. I went for the attack just because it seems like it's very likely he hits the Egged Bomber into a Type 93 this turn. 7th Alpini. He does have it. I mean, I think I can live with him healing 8. So I think I want to go for the 24th Cavalry, so that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's probably time to just push the 22nd. As 7, I'm not going to play expansion this turn. And we hit the Jagd Bomber, so that's good. We certainly have enough card draw for the next while. 2nd, 7th Alpini, but that just still means he can't attack. I would love to try to get a Dina down this turn. I don't know how feasible that is. Um, I think I trade like this. And yeah, I'm missing out 4 damage, but I'm taking the front line. I was trying to decide whether or not to attack with 22nd, attack with type 93. He's just going to Maelstrom. So he clears the board. So this is 4-7. I can throw an expansion in there. Alternatively, I can do Mido Dina, double 1-drop. So what does this draw me? There's a cavalry, a signal regiment. I think I'd rather get stuff to the front line. I think this draws me... There's 2 cavalries and a signal regiment left in the deck. We have a lot of health to get through. So this is probably a decisive defense, right? Or it could be from the deep. Okay, so it's from the deep. Which means I think Dina should be a guaranteed. So this is going to be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 with signal regiment. I could do expansion cavalry. I think I prefer the Akita. Alright, we're starting to get damage through. Now obviously his play here looks like Ju take Akita, play Akita, hit Akita. So he gets an Akita destruction effect, I get 2 Akita destruction effects. That's 5 credits. He has 5 credits left over. Maybe play like a... I don't know. I don't understand. So, see, this is a perfect example of people not understanding why cards are run in a deck. So, the power of Ju is it's a high health, well-attacked unit that has good value for itself, but that is a very good card to play Mary Nostrum on, same as Panther G. These cards were run because of Mary Nostrum. Now, like, they're... Okay, that's surprising me. I did not expect that, I can honestly say. Now, the problem with playing Kagoshima is it's probably just gonna die to a Dechima. So I'm gonna try to casually throw out Kagoshima, and hopefully he does not kill it. Hopefully he sees other things as a threat. He might just Leopold here. That's another big possibility. Yep. Okay, that is the least valuable card in my hand. That's fine. Let's see what the draws get. Panzer 35T. Okay. Take down the board. We still have Yamato in deck. We are kind of running low on cards, and we start to get to the point where discard could be really big. However, this right here is sort of our ticket out. if we can get cargo to the front line. Hits cavalry regiment. It's a very interesting. Tiger IE. So this is absolutely happening. This is absolutely happening. And I think I'll just go for the Shenana. Probably pick off Leopold. What? Okay. Shenano hit Tiger IE 6 times and the HQ 3 times and did not hit Leopold once. Yeah, we're just gonna drop him to 7. Rado. Rado's fine here. Did you find second line for a day to deal with second cargo? Sudden strike. He can't kill the cargo with Tiger IE. He also can't kill it with 989. I love this unit so much. I'm very happy that I can play with this unit again. This is like actually one of my favorite cards in the game. And we got him. Look at that. Guy healed like 16 or something like that. And we still got him. Alright, we got another Japan mirror. I think I'm just gonna go like this. Okay, we pick up the 24th Cavalry, that's big. We still don't know that if he's necessarily Jaguar, although, like, let's... Okay. Still don't actually know if he's Jaguar or not. That is sort of the funny thing about Recon, is it's a card that's, like, probably good enough to see play, and he passed. In what world? Like, maybe if you're holding, like, double Careless Talk or something, there's no way that not attacking there is correct, right? I mean, we're gonna trade. Because, I don't know, he could be, like, trying to do Raiding Brigade or something, but... Absolutely bizarre play. I'm gonna go with the Kagoshima just so I can do Kagoshima push. We still don't know if he's Jaguar or not. Guess we're probably about to find out. Yeah, okay. The order of that seems wrong, and also, you know, the fact that that's in his deck seems wrong. Do I just, like, slam key? Like, I feel like I'm just slamming key here. He has Soul of Old Japan, so he might slam his own key. He might slam Shiden. He might be forced to use a Sendai. Yep. So I'm thinking of doing... the Mito doesn't actually do anything. So I'm thinking of doing 24th Cavalry. Hit, push Kagoshima. So he could kill this, I mean, very easily with just like attacking with Dina Cavalry. But looking at my hand right now, I'm quite reactive to the front line, so as long as he doesn't play like a key of his own, that'd be particularly bad, like attack, key. Okay, now I'm just confused. I can honestly say I'm just incredibly confused. So if I play a unit, that's gonna be a, what, 8 damage Shenano? That's 2 to everything on average. It's not terrible. Not great, but it's not terrible. The alternative, I could, like, double push Akita. Push 24th Akita. I mean, again, my hand is still very reactive. I would love to get some destruction units on the board for a Elephant Boys setup. We also have to consider units that might be in his deck, or cards that might be in his deck, like, you know, Shenano of his own, bombing raid, etc. We're in a really rough position in this game in general, just because the card value in his deck is going to be much higher than in our deck. Plus, he has the Signal Regimen. That Akita hit is actually really good, because it sets up our Shenano. Amphibious Assault? Pass. Wild. Okay. So it's currently a 7 damage Shenano. I could get it up to a 9 damage Shenano, but it means not attacking with Kagoshima, which, you know, feels kind of wrong. Now the best way to utilize the credits would be to do an Akita or a 24th Cavalry. I'm kind of leaning towards Akita to clear up anything that survives. Okay. Pretty good. Plan west. Expected. It's probably going to retreat this cargo at some point. Okay, under 5 was not the card I was expecting to play there. Akita face. That is certainly not where we were hoping that would go. Now, do I want to do Elephant Boys Mito, or do I want to do Expansion Mito Matsumoto? Probably Mito Matsumoto. Well, that's good. That's not great, but this is good. So we got the key back. I mean, he hasn't played a lot of intel. He might have like a long-range recon. Or... okay, Blade of the Samurai. How much did he heal for? Oh, did he get expansion? Please tell me he got expansion. Why won't the game tell me? Well, that's a... oh, he didn't heal because of Kagoshima. That is actually hilarious. My Kagoshima is removing knowledge. I don't know how much... I don't know what card he got because of Kagoshima. That's really funny. Well, Dina should draw me a Type 93, which will let me attack with face with Kago. Okay. Not Type 93. Now I could 35T. Yeah, I mean... lets me attack face with Kago. Uprising clears, key of his own. Now here, I'm hoping that we should be able to just get across the finish line with burn damage. Now obviously there's... now that Kago's gone, he's probably like got some long-range recons he's been holding on to. But this draws us 2 more meadows. Encirclement for more meadows. Island defense. Okay. It's kind of like attack phase, long range recon. Second key. Well, that's bad. Actually, if I do... Wait. So if I do Elephant Boys, Matsumoto, this does 4, 5, 6, 7. Is this just lethal? This should just be lethal. Look at this. Look at this absolute nonsense. This does 7 damage to his HQ. And then this does another 7. And then 2 from the cavalry. Okay, the Elephant Boys and the Matsumoto that we've been holding on to them for quite some time, they haven't been doing much, but that is the combo this deck is looking to pull off. Alright. Rank 5, on to the next game. Alright, another US. Yeah, we're just gonna full mulligan, look for cavalries. This isn't the same guy who, like... Nah. Maybe. But nah. Well, this guy's actually here, so there's that. Type 93 trade. Seems possible. Well, the reason to trade would be if, you know, he has some removal, like Awoken Giant, UWS hit this, something like that. The reason I'm gonna go face is it's more likely, I think, that he's just gonna have Red Devils. Okay, can honestly say I wasn't really expecting the Panzer 1B. We're gonna push Akita just to make it dangerous for him. He'll probably just trade the Panzer 1B. Then maybe push like a Red Devils. Oh, he's gonna risk it. He is going to risk it, and he is going to lose. This is kind of a weird situation. You're gonna get the cargo down, because if we can get cargo circle off against frontline, the game's over. Push to get out of Stars range. Nah. Oh, he does 5th Rangers first? Pass. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. And, like, I could just attack face, but I think actually playing 22nd might be more valuable here. Maybe not, maybe not. Because, well... yeah, I don't think he's going to have time to deal with this 22nd. And we win off of card draw. So yeah, I still like not attacking face there. But dropping him to 11 is certainly tempting. I don't love the fact that he has a 4-2 5th Rangers that can just hit into this, but... The attack on these things are so huge. Like, look, even if he had We Can Do It, well, one, he wouldn't heal from the We Can Do It, but also both of his units would still die to the attack. Does he have Entrapment? Even if you have Entrapment, surely that's still wrong. He can't have, like, Tony. Maybe air defense? No. Yeah, we're just gonna push everything up. I don't know what's happening. This guy... I mean, I don't know, I feel like just taking the free kill on the Gago, which is it's a 1 credit kill, a 6-3 in the front line. I mean, I'm sure you don't want to trade off both your units, but what was he expecting? Am I about to get, like, blown out by something wild? I really doubt it. Alright then. That's an odd game. Well, 271, Japan, still ranked 5. On to the next game. Alright, we got a German player. Again, might just full mulligan. Got the signal to start with. Hopefully this guy is not playing German-Italy control. Well, I say that, but this hand is not prepared to deal with aggro at all. Oh boy. Oh boy. I take that back. I really wish he was German-Italy control. I would take German-Italy control over CA in this situation in particular. Any day. Okay, so slow start. And this draws us. If this draws us into a Type 93, well, that's something. Yes, Hammer trades with this, but if Hammer trades with this instead of becoming like a 6-7, I can live with that. Because remember, I don't have Sendais in this deck. So everything has got to go down through unit trading or like Shenano bombing raid. If he double trades, pushes up Whirlwind, this guy's a genius. Okay. Oh. It is tempting. It is tempting. I think we'll just play Key, though. Because the deck traditionally doesn't run cards like Pursuit. Used to run Piracy, but if he does, like, a Piracy on Whirlwind trade into this, I come out on top. I just do Matsumoto Panzer 35T. He shouldn't be able to buff up the CA. Like, he could buff up the CA, to be big enough to deal with it, but I feel like he would have probably had a different turn last turn if that was something he was planning on doing. So yeah, forces out the Piracy. Now we killed a Hummer. Still not out of the woods yet. But we are starting to rack up some damage, and if we can draw into something good. I mean, I'll probably just, like, encirclement next turn. I mean, that's the crazy thing about this, is I can really... Interesting. That's the great thing about Matsumoto's, is the 0 op cost. He is pincer, CA. But, like, the main pincer synergy is, Astrakhan. Unless he's got, like, the, Gren Guides. Does he have... Ooh. Ooh. Does he push? No, he doesn't. Okay. Now, the Mido doesn't have Blitz, but I would love to get the Mido damage in with Matsumoto. Do I push? So this does what, 4 damage to him, and then I keep Matsumoto around. I don't think I push. No need to give him that solid trade. And it's difficult to imagine. I mean, it's not difficult to imagine a way for 35T to attack face. It's difficult to imagine a way for 35T to attack face, and also I can't remove it. Well, that's... It's gonna be something. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I was gonna say, we have, like, so many Blitz stuff in the deck. Here, just remove the plane, push up everything. And, yeah, we have managed to survive the, triple combined arms. yeah, there's... I don't know how you come back from that position. Solid win. This should get us to rank 4. Yeah, still haven't dropped a game. Let's keep going. Alright, first Soviets of the day. Might just keep Signal Regiment. Now, it certainly could be self-damage, which is why I'm actually going to start with the Signal Regiment, so that way I can do Cavalry Draw on turn 2. Now, with Island Defense, self-damage is so good against Jaggro, but hopefully we can just sort of burn through it. Force them into awkward situations. If it is self-damage, force them into awkward situations where they can Island Defense but not develop on board, and then we put them under more pressure. It is Soviet-German aggro. I can pretty safely say I was not expecting that. I guess he passed on turn 1 because everything in his hand is like a 1-1. Okay. Do I push this? I mean, I absolutely push this. It's so tempting to be greedy with Matsumoto, just like never push it up, but it is not the win con of this deck, it's just a good card in this deck. Might just go wide here. I mean, this fits the curve really well, and I mean, it looks like it's Soviet-German aggro, so this is going to force him into some awkward situations. Now, if they have like SD and then a bunch of like the 0k blitzers, obviously they can clear the board, but putting them down to 9 health with probably no healing. What's he gonna play on that Juggernaut? Okay. It's dead on board. Sickle. That's 2 damage. Type 93? No. Now, obviously, we could have just put him to 2 and bombing raid to remove these units. I'm pretty fine if he trades Marines into Matsumoto. Needs another blitzer to stop Akita from going in, so he's going to caddy. Okay. Okay. He wins it. Let's just take this out. Mito to the front line. He needs Great Patriotic War, which like, I suppose there's a very slim possibility of Great Patriotic War in the deck. Does not seem like he has it though. Is this going to be the... No, okay. He's just going to get rid of it. Take the front line and die to bombing raid. Alright. Well, it's another game. Another win, some more stars, and I think we're about halfway to Field Marshal. Still haven't dropped a game, so let's keep going. Alright, we have another German player. Is this going to be another full mulligan? I think it is. Looking for those 1-drops. 24th Cavalry is, again, it's a very good card to have in the hand. It's just I don't want to keep one mulligan, 4 cards, draw 5. Because, you know, I don't want 2 of them. German US Heinz. I'm almost tempted to play Akita. Because he might be tempted to trade now. And obviously, if he doesn't trade, we just do 24th Cavalry. Kill this. Alright, time to start reaping in some card advantage. Now he is going to get the Panzer 1B off if he wants. Ironically, it doesn't get the attack buff from the combat engineers. I mean, it does 1 more damage on the attack, but it stays at 2-2. Now, I could maximize odds. I mean, I think this is just the correct play. And we hit the Panzer 1B. Oof. Alright. I've managed to destroy 4 1-drops of his already. That unit's very scary. I'm tempted to remove that immediately. And I think I just will. Absolutely do not want this getting into the front line. Now, we can certainly deal with it, but it's going to take basically the entire turn to deal with it, if he manages to get any buffs onto it. Things could go really bad. It's also looking like we're guaranteed to draw all 3 24th cavalries off the effect, which is what you want to see. It's a strange Greif if he's going to do Panzer F to keep this alive on the trade, although if you're doing that, presumably you want to trade combat engineers. Sudden strike. So presumably he has Enigma. I could do Akita into it as a decent chance of killing something. So my idea right now is I want to try to remove 2 units. And the only way to do that is with Akita RNG. And with 3 Akitas in hand, I think we just start going for it. Take out Greif, that's very big. And take out combat engineers, okay. Because actually, it's possible he just enigmas me, but I think the more likely situation is he's trying to set up a Blitzkrieg. And I would actually just be dead to Blitzkrieg. Ooh. Okay, talking about being dead to Blitzkrieg. Well, actually not quite. Here, I think we need to stick units on the board. Like we need to start getting some slightly more value off of this. Hopefully we draw Type 93 next turn to make removing this Greyhound easier. So there's no Blitzkrieg coming out. Half track. That's really annoying. Another Panzer 1B and another Panzer 1B. So this is a lot of threats, but it also means okay, we want to hit this. Okay, that lets us get Mito to the front line. If we can stop these Panzer 1Bs from attacking... Now, we're completely out of cards with Blitz, so if he has a way to get rid of this easily... I don't know why I thought that this would take all 4 of them to trade into. Did he top deck another Panzer 1B? He did. Okay, this is really bad. We need a blitz card. That does not have blitz. Okay. Our win condition is getting Kago to the front line next turn. And, you know, also he doesn't kill me this turn with like a Blitzkrieg. Or a Panzer F. Okay, Panzer 1B, and Flak. Okay, so we're kind of relying on a Bombing Raid, Akita, Shinano, not expansion. Is this guaranteed dead? This is guaranteed dead. Yeah, if any of these were tanks? No, not even tanks, because I wouldn't be able to... Still don't have frontline control. That's unfortunate. Yeah. These Panzer 1Bs, man. I mean, if you top deck momentum into Panzer 1B into Panzer 1B, it's pretty good. Well, it's our first loss. It's unfortunate. Just sort of ran out of blitz things. Maybe on that turn with the Mito. Should have gone for the value trade. Although no, because then he just generates an extra Panzer 1B. So, yeah. Let's just queue up again. Not a whole lot I think we could have done about that one. Alright, another German player. We're going to keep a Type 93 just because there is a lot of Hinds on the ladder, and Type 93, very useful card for getting a lot of these 2 attack units up to 3 attack to kill the 1-3 tanks. Turn 1 pass. Well, we got the good 1-2 curve. Hopefully he doesn't sudden strike this. Stug F. Oh, that's a very good draw. Okay, that lets us play on curve while playing Type 93. And these shouldn't have... I mean, decks like these, if you're running a Stug F through it, you might be running a Through the Breach, you might be running an Eagle Claws. Oh, we just keep top decking on curve. Alright. Although I would say I would have preferred a third cavalry there. I'm certainly not going to complain about the Signal Regiment. And these are all 0-up units right into curve on a key. This is just like one of those normal Jaguar hands. I'm not doing anything new. You won games like this on Feigned Retreat without ever playing Feigned. Scherzen keeps the Stug alive. It's interesting. Now, Key just should be setting up lethal. He might, like, Blitzkrieg to remove it. There was an argument for actually encirclement there to set up the Bombing Raid lethal. But I'm... Like, yeah, I guess in case he had Pursuit, that would have been a very good counter for this key line. But, I mean, I can't really see him winning beyond, like, 2 turns there. That was just a dot start. We will take that start and take that win.
Before you leave, make sure to take a look at our Discord server, a friendly hub where you can continue the fun after you watch our content by chatting with the Topdeckers team and the rest of the community. If you wish to take on a more special role, you can also check out our Patreon and enjoy the perks that come with helping us bring you the best content possible. See you in the next video!